Hello everyone, so good to see you. So today I'm starting a challenge that I never thought I'd do. So I'm going to finish a painting every day for 30 days. I wonder if I'll be able to do it. So today is March 1st, 2023 and this is the first day of the challenge. I think this video will be a bit on the longer side, so let's just get into it. So here are the rules for this challenge. For the month of March, I'll be painting every day for 30 days. The paintings will be done in acrylics and they can be of any subject. And they can be very sketch-like, kind of like sketch paintings or just very simple paintings. I'll be focusing more on using different colors than what I usually use and getting the shades and values right, rather than how detailed or perfect the painting is. Now here's the most important rule for this challenge. I don't have to succeed. So I'm a perfectionist at heart and I basically can't get anything done because the ideas are already perfect in my head and I fear I won't be able to carry them out as they are in my head. This is really taxing for my mental health and it's hindering me from achieving my goals. So for this quest, so to speak, I've decided to challenge my mindset as well. So this painting challenge is a success, even if I fail. What I mean is that I can miss days here and there and it won't be a problem. So I have this notebook that I found for €3 and I think it's meant for photos or scrapbooking, but it has these really nice thick pages that I think will handle the acrylic paints really well. And I'll be using these acrylic paints as I usually do. Okay, I think that's all. I guess I'll just get into it. I hope you enjoy. goodness, you guys! I'm just starting to work on the 10th day of this challenge. So after this day, I'll be done with third of this challenge, and it's been quite fun. And I know a lot of you guys have been cheering me on Instagram, and it's been really nice to read all of your comments, and it's really motivating me to keep going. I'm not tired yet. I actually really enjoy painting and even finishing a painting every day, which I never thought would happen. I never expected that I would be able to finish a painting every day for 10 days. I don't think I've ever even attempted such a thing. So it's been really fun, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the challenge. So yeah, I'll just keep on painting. So it's been 20 days now, and this is my 20th painting of the month, and I'm so tired. My friends, this challenge is way harder than I expected. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be easy to finish a painting every day for 30 days, but I didn't realize just how hard it would be to actually get into painting every day, because before I've never done that every day. Like, I've done art my whole life every now and then, and for the past couple of months I have done it more frequently, but I didn't realize painting every day would be this hard. So yeah, I'm really tired, but I only have 10 more days to go, so I just have to stay strong and keep on going. I know a lot of you guys have been cheering me on over on Instagram, and that's been really helpful, so thank you so much for that. And yeah, I'll just keep on painting. My friends, the challenge is finished! It's actually a couple days now since I finished the last painting in this challenge. I actually ran out of paper, so I had to paint the last one on the inside of the back cover, but that's fine. I think it's just a sketchbook, and I actually think it kind of looks nice on the brown, with the brown edges. What do you think? So there really were a few days when I just really wanted to quit. I was almost crying. I really didn't want to keep painting, and I took my courage to the max, and I talked about that on Instagram, and so many of you sent me lovely messages cheering me on during the challenge, and that was so nice. And with the help that I received from you guys, I was able to finish all 30 days, so I didn't miss a single day, and that's really the biggest achievement that I could have wished for. I have never finished a challenge like this before, and I've never even finished a full sketchbook, so this sketchbook is now completely filled. Of course, I couldn't paint on every single page, like on the other side of the page, because of the acrylic paints. They will stick together if you press them towards each other, so I had to leave every other page empty, but I still count it as a finished sketchbook since it's done with a medium that requires you to leave the other page empty. So yeah, so would I recommend this challenge to everyone? For sure not. It's very difficult to paint every day, and if you're busy and you have a job and kids or a family, and maybe you have some plans for the weekend and everything, you still have to do the painting. So if you have a situation like that, then I wouldn't recommend it, but if you do have time, then I highly recommend it, because I think it's going to really evolve you as an artist and grow your artistic skills, because you just have to create every day. So if you can, I really recommend you try to do a challenge like this. I think my favorite thing about this challenge was that I could be very relaxed with creating, because usually when I paint or draw my portraits or pet portraits, I'm using a canvas or the best paper that I have, and I just feel like I can't let that go to waste, so I always try to make them as perfect as I can. But for this challenge, I was using a sketchbook, so I felt like it didn't matter even if some of the days I didn't like that much, because it was just this very cheap paper, so I wasn't wasting like any materials, and that was really relaxing, and I had no idea creating could feel like that. So that's why I really recommend you to try painting or drawing in cheap sketchbooks. It's really relaxing. One thing about this challenge that really helped me evolve as an artist was that I had to accept even the bad days. So some days I was really annoyed and I didn't want to paint and I hated the final result of the painting, but I just had to accept it because there's nothing else I could do. I could have started over again, but then it would have taken so much time, and I'm very busy with my thesis and my other university courses, so I couldn't have painted all day. So I just had to accept that some days the painting wasn't going to work out, and that's fine, it's a part of the process. But yeah, it was truly thanks to you guys that I was able to finish this challenge. But before I end this video, let's just have a final flip through of this sketchbook. I really hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!